Broadcasting from coast to coast and around the world, it's time for Animal Talk with some of the best doggone pet people on the planet. Dr. Brad Davis, DVM and Chief of Staff for the Veterinary Centers of America. Donna Fournier, our animal behaviorist. Brian Barczak, wrangling the reptiles. And I'm Jamie Flanagan. Here it is, Animal Talk.
We're carrying the dolly full of equipment out of the expo, and Brad's, I'm going, oh man, so I'm trying to jockey the door. All of a sudden the door opens up, there's Brad. He's like, oh, are we done?
Easiest day ever for you, right?
We're like, yeah, we're heading over to the station now. So, all right, see you there. So it was great. It was great. Mm-hmm. It was wonderful. The parking lot was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. And I walked around a little bit, and you want to walk around where there's a lot of dogs. Got proof of that, too. Anyway.
There you go. So, how was your week, though, Brad, besides ships passing in the night with us today? But how was your week? How was things at the clinic?
We actually had those moments that people, when they go into medicine, human or veterinary, that they imagine they're going to be dealing with.
Right on.
I had two of those moments. We had one was we had a dog that was actually dying. Came in dying because it had been attacked by a pit bull. It was in its yard. It was a Labrador mix, and it was attacked by a pit bull, and the pit bull actually tore out the dog's neck.
Oh.
And it was actually bleeding out from its jugular vein.
Oh,
and
my
so
gosh.
I got to say the cool things that you hope to say in medicine, like they're knocking the dog down and they're trying to figure out the way to do it. I'm worried about his blood pressure, and I got to say the dramatic lines like, "Well, if you don't hurry, it's not gonna matter about the blood pressure," and things like that. And I ended up.
Did the word stat come in at any point?
No, I don't.
No.
I work for a corporation. I hate stats. But anyway, no. But we ended up tying up the jugular vein. The dog is doing wonderfully now, and it just looks absolutely fabulous. And today we had one, which is why I was a little bit late getting there to not do anything.
Yeah, I was busy saving a life.
A dog caught a squirrel. A Labrador caught a squirrel, and in the mouth, as he was killing said squirrel, the squirrel did damage inside the mouth. So we actually had to sew up the hole inside of the dog's mouth. So it was very dramatic, lots of blood everywhere. And I thought, how cool it would be to show up at the place all covered in blood.
Oh, yeah. Maybe not.
No. You don't want to look like it's Carrie's prom.
Not a great weekend to be walking around blood dripping on you.
No, not at all.
Too many wannabe vampires cruising around.
Oh, that's very, very true. Yes,
so you don't want to. He's taking it a little far, isn't he? It's kind of old for that too.
But
creepy.
But the werewolf guy is dreamy.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
For sure. 800-923-9385, helping you with your pets, whatever the problem might be. We did have plenty of fun out there at the expo, though, and appreciate everybody we were able to talk to. The guys from Guard Dog, they have a fencing, in-ground fencing system, and I was going to have an interview with them and some tech glitches. Same thing with the Nutra people. So I apologize to them. But we do have a couple other interviews coming up, which will be great. We'll be talking about just some of the other great things. We have the UFO champion.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
He has no idea what
Mulder?
that is.
Yeah. Exactly. And
well, the dog does have kind of a outer space name, if you will.
That's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. So, and we also will be talking about how Richard Pryor ties into the animal world.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's what I said, too.
Who knew?
Yeah. So, and Richard Pryor and Kid Rock both come into the conversation.
Well, what do they have in common?
I have no idea. Oh. Yeah, well, there you go. All right. Plus, we'll be taking your phone calls and helping you with your pets. 800-923-9385. It's just tons and tons and tons of fun here this weekend. And plus, we got a couple prizes to give away. We gave away a ton of stuff at the expo. Plus, we have a little bit more to give away now. We have Animal Tracks again today.
Boy. Here we
It's
go.
time for Animal Tracks on Animal Talk. Animal Tracks, I'm going to play a snippet of a song. Now, here's the deal. You have to guess the title and the artist. The clue is either the title of the song or the artist name will somehow be animal related. Animal Tracks on Animal Talk. Here you go. Snippet of the song. You need to guess the title and the artist. Either the artist name or the title of the song will somehow be animal related. Good luck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know.
1,
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you.
All right, one more time. Here we go. Animal Tracks on Animal Talk. Guess the snippet of the song and win a fantabulous prize.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me.
All right, there you go. 800-923-9385. We ripped that one right off of Brad's iPod.
Yeah. Now, you made that on the way over to the show, didn't you? That was in the car.
Getting down with my bad self. That's right.
You were the only one dancing to it, by the way.
I can't help myself. I got the music in me. All right, so
You could keep it there.
That's what he said.
Animal Tracks on Animal Talk. Guess the title and artist. You got to get them both right.
And one
you
of
win
them is animal related.
And one of them is animal related. So that's how that works. And all you got to do, pick up the phone, 800-923-9385. Just trying to, get in touch with the kids, just trying to.
If that's what the kids are listening to, I don't want to be a kid anymore.
Oh yeah, that's the hip stuff there.
Yeah, not so much for me. I'm a little more old school, sorry.
Oh yeah, no, me too. So all right, 800-923-9385. The website, animaltalkradio.com, is a great way to get a hold of us electronically, become part of the digital posse, as it were, and send an email question or check out the stuff going on. The webcams are up there through the Ustream.tv, and then uswebtalkradio.com is the broadcast there as well, plus our affiliates and all that kind of great stuff. Brad's Cartoons have a December theme coming up in December. We have November going on right now. Haven't switched gears quite yet, but so we have some great stuff on there.
And vote for the charity of the month.
Yes, Animal Talk Charity of the Month. While we were out and about, we were taking donations, and so we had a big old pile of money we're going to donate to our Charity of the Month. Compliments of all the people who compliments of all the people that helped contribute at the expo that we were at earlier today. And so so there's a big old pile of money, so you get to direct where it goes, though. That's the cool thing about it. There's a couple of choices, but then if you don't like either one of those choices, you can write in your own and so direct where the money's going to go. So that's a pretty neat thing on our website, animaltalkradio.com. And of course a great way to get a hold of us electronically all the time throughout the week and here on the weekends, animaltalkradio.com, and just send an email to any one of us, and we will be happy, extraordinarily happy to help you out. And all right, so boom. All right, just we got that animal.
Weekend.
I know. It's yesterday was like a 13-hour day there at the expo. It's crazy, but we got the Animal Tracks hanging out there. All you got to do is guess the title and artist of the song.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you.
There you go. So that's the Animal Track. Guess the title and artist, and you'll get a fabulous Animal Talk prize. And of course, our online peeps, the Digital Posse, can take part in the Twitter poll, or you just chime into any of the social media sites there from our website, animaltalkradio.com. And we were at this, it's like a dog show, really. And our question today is, what's your favorite breed of dog or cat? They had plenty of cats there today as well. What is your favorite breed of dog or cat? And me, I love the mutts. When it comes to the dogs, I'm not going for a breed myself. I love the Heinz 57. Give me a mix is what I'm really looking for. And they seem to, almost you have a better temper, better temperament.
Usually.
Brad, what about you? You got a favorite, right?
Well, as a music person, you like the remix.
Yeah.
Well, of course. I have to go with the Bulldogs, obviously. because
Yeah.
That's what I have at home. So.
Donna, what about you? Where are you at with
I have mutts.
Yeah.
I have mutts, but I will get a Karelian bear dog someday.
See, I do. One day I do want to get a greyhound. I do. I love the greyhounds.
They're
so
so
if I did have to pick a breed, it would be a greyhound. So, all right. 800-923-9385. Jamie, Donna, Dr. Brad, Animal Talk. It is America's Pet Show. That's all you got to do is pick up the phone. 800-923-9385. It's also the way to play Animal Tracks. Animal Tracks on Animal Talk. You guess the snippet of the song, title, and artist, and you win a fabulous prize. Of course, we throw an Animal Talk t-shirt in there, plus something else really cool for you. And right now, we got, here's the Animal Track.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you.
Okay, there you go. So it's either the title of the song or the artist name is somehow animal related.
This is what I picture German radio being like. Right there.
and now we dance.
I know you want me. You know I want you.
Yeah, there you go. All right. 800
Disco ball falls from the ceiling.
923-9385, helping you with your pet. The Animal Tracks, and of course, that's also the way to get your pet questions answered. Like Sandy in Livonia has a dog that's jumping too much. Sandy, welcome to Animal Talk.
Thank you.
Sandy, all right, so your dog, what kind of dog is it?
Well, she's a mixed breed. She's German Shepherd and Collie and Retriever, we're guessing.
Okay, beautiful, brilliant Heinz 57 dog. Some fun stuff in it. The Collie, there's an energy dog there for sure. All right, so Donna, what do we got going on?
Oh, you said she's jumping. What's the situation? Is it when somebody comes over? Is it because she wants attention? When does she do the jumping?
She pretty much jumps all the time. If any of us come home, she jumps on us. When you let her outside and let her back in the door, she jumps on you. When you go from one room to the other, if she happens to be up and walking around, she'll jump up on your, paws on your shoulders, give you a hug. And I'm afraid that she does it with everybody, so I'm afraid she's going to do this to my 80-year-old aunt or something and knock her right down.
Okay. Well, one of the things that you can do is what we call teach an incompatible behavior. And that means she can't jump if she's sitting. That's incompatible. We can't be up if we're down.
Okay.
So you want to teach an incompatible behavior. Not only teach an incompatible behavior, but I want you to teach her the proper way to greeting. We want her to be a polite girl, not to be the kind of dog that everybody is scared to come over and visit because she's animated. So you're going to teach her how to be polite and how to sit and relax and calm down. So the first thing that you do is you're going to have to set her up, have her on a leash, have some sort of corrective tool handy. That can be a choke collar, pinch collar, snap lead. It could be a vibration collar. It could also be a noisemaker like a shaker can. An empty soda can, you put nickels or pennies in, duct tape it shut. The trick is to hide it. Any correction that you give her needs to happen behind her so she doesn't realize it's you. You're going to have somebody, a family member, a neighbor, knock on the door. She'll get excited. When they come in, you're going to have her sit. So you're not going to tell her. You're going to make the action happen. Just tap on the bum gently with 2 fingers, or guide the head towards the ceiling. The further up the head goes, the butt usually drops. Teach her to sit. Good girl. Give her that gentle praise. If she gets up or she's too excited about the fact that this person is walking in the house, all they're doing is walking in the door. They walk back out the door. You get her to calm down and then try it all over again. You're teaching her the proper way to greet is with butt on the ground. They do not come over and say hi to her unless she's seated. And that's for every time. Anytime she's around a door, if she's doing any of this stuff, you're telling her that you don't come up to say anything or to greet or to get any attention. You have to be down. Now, the trick also is everybody in the family, if one person, you said she gives you a hug sometimes. She'll come up and she'll give you a hug.
Right.
You cannot allow that to happen. It has to be all or nothing. Either she's always allowed to jump or she's never allowed to jump. There's no in between. So everybody in the family also has to understand that there are no more hugs. Hugs, again, will happen when she's seated. That's
Okay.
when we come to her level and give her a hug. Hugs are not on our level. So
Excellent.
make sure everybody in the family does that. Now, if you are going to use the your noisemaker route, make sure, like the shaker can that I described, make sure that she doesn't see you use that can. So keep it in your pocket and hit it against your body or throw it at the ground so that it's not tied into you. It's tied into the act of going up, causes the scary noise to happen.
Okay.
All right, Sandy, does that help you out a little bit?
I hope so. I'm hoping to get in on some of your classes.
All right, there you go. Excellent. Yeah. So Sandy, for sure, we'll get talk to you off air about that stuff, but we'll check back with you and see how things progress, and definitely get things straightened out with you and your pet. Thanks so much for checking in with us, and we can help you with your pet. 800-923-9385. That's the number to call to get some help with your pet. 800-923-9385. Yeah, Donna does a little training on the side. She's always there to help you out, and so if you got a pet problem, Donna's more than willing to help out. Our website is always there to help as well, and that is animaltalkradio.com. The email questions can just be sent to any one of us, and then we get back to you in a timely fashion and help out with those. And of course, we like to answer some of those on the weekend as well. If I could find my correct buttons to hit here, we'd be all set and be able to do that for you. All right, Brad, do we got an email over there we want to look at?
Numerous ones, but let's start with this one. Dear Animal Talk.
A chain letter. I touched it.
What are better pets, large dogs or small dogs or cats? And this is signed Cindy.
All right, Cindy. It really depends on your, your lifestyle choices and your situation. Like me personally, I have just this extraordinarily crazy, insane, busy, unpredictable schedule, and that doesn't work for dogs.
No.
A cat can deal with it.
No. Well, you're the agent for the cat that goes out to make the money to get them food. I mean, do what you need to do.
Right, yes. You're the minion.
That's right. So I'm always working for the cat. So personally for a dog, now that I have Colleen and Colin in my life, they have a little bit more structured of a schedule, and so we have Zoe the dog too. But I wouldn't be fair for me to have a dog. So what do you think, Donna?
Yeah, it is true. But you can make it work. I have 2 dogs, and as you know, I was out of town a lot last year.
Yes.
Constantly traveling. So it can be doable. It really comes down to knowing and setting a schedule and having somebody come in, whether you're using a pet sitter, a family member, a daycare, a boarding facility, whatever you are using, being sure that they can provide the exact schedule that your pet is on.
Okay.
That's really what it comes down to. So it can be a workable situation. Now, for me, my girls are both older, so it was a little bit easier. I didn't have a puppy to house train. I didn't have to worry about that. So having a puppy and being gone a lot would definitely not be a great situation, an ideal situation. But it still is doable. Again, friends, family, neighbors, daycares, boarding facilities, all of those are available to you. So it can still happen for you.
All right. Excellent. All right. 800-923-9385. Just consider your schedule and make sure you have the support team there if you can't be there for your pets. 800-923-9385. We have that Animal Tracks hanging out there, plus your phone calls on the way as well. Jamie, Donna, Dr. Brad, Animal Talk. It is America's Pet Show. And we're talking about different breeds of pets today and what is your favorite. The Twitter poll is out there, or you can hit on any of the social media sites and chime in on those. A one-stop shop for those, animaltalkradio.com, and just visit that site and you can link in. And we had a response from Miss Independent on with 3 exclamation points.
Oh, wow.
So that's she's very independent. There's 3 exclamation points. Wow. And she says American Pit Bull Terrier. She has a 9-month-old and has had her since 6 weeks old. And she's a great critter. So she's by her side right now. So there you go. So Miss Independent loves the American Pit Bull Terriers.
We had that today. Actually, we had a person in, and the people were very nice today because we had a lot of emergencies. Sundays can be like a mass unit on Sundays. We can be very, very busy, and we had a seizuring dog to start the day. And it just from there, once you start with emergencies, they're going to keep coming. The thing about it is, this gentleman had to wait a little while, and he was very courteous. But then he said we were talking about the injured dog that he saw with the because it was back for recheck with the jugular vein I spoke of earlier. We had to tie that up. And he was in there, and he was starting to rail against the pit bull. He was starting to say, "Oh my God, why do we have these animals?" And most of them are wonderful. They're just wonderful dogs. Love them to death. But again, as I pointed out, if you look at how the dogs who do this are taken care of, you're going to find that it's the owner that has more to do with it than anything. And that's just an ongoing thing. It's not these dogs.
Yeah, it's one of the pit bull rescues are pretty fond of saying it's the deed, not the breed.
Yes,
and it really is, because it's not a pit bull exclusive thing. Any dog has the potential to be bad.
Sure.
I knew a Jack Russell that ripped off somebody's nose. A person.
Yikes.
And, so, I mean...
Are you sure it wasn't a Jack Bauer?
Yes. I am sure it wasn't.
They will do that.
Yeah, no, but I mean, this is... It's not...
the question.
Right. It's not about the breed. It has more to do with the dog, what the dog's been exposed to, how the dog's been treated, how the dog's been trained, socialized. There's a number of things. And, yeah, in some cases, it can even come down to the dog itself. Is there something possibly not right in the brain that's contributing to the situation? So there's a number of things that could be going on here, but it's not the breed. It's don't blame every pit bull. That's like saying every veterinarian is goofy because Dr. Brad is. That's not the reality. But that's to say you can't pigeonhole them into that. It's not the dog. Don't blame the breed. Blame the individual.
Okay. So there you go. There's the poll for today, though. What breed do you like? Okay, sorry. What?
No, I was just going to say is that also a lot of it's overblown. It's very sexy.
Yes.
On the pit bull we talk about all the time, it's very sexy. If a dog attacks somebody, it's not going to be listen to the news. If a pit bull attacks somebody, they don't say dog attack, they say pit bull attack.
Right.
Pit bull attacks toddler in the news. It opens the news at 11 because it's sexy. And as I always point out, more kids were killed in one afternoon in a high school in Colorado than pit bulls have killed in 20 years.
Yeah.
So put it across the whole country. So again, just a perspective, it's not that big an issue realistically. And if people take care of their dogs, again, when they make a mistake, it is a big mistake. But again, many years ago, like I said, that the Jack Russell that I knew of, many years ago, took off somebody's nose.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a big mistake, too. This is somebody that now has to go in and have reconstructive surgery because of a dog.
Sure.
So, yeah, any animal has the potential. So just be mindful.
Well, when you worked in the vet clinic, when someone would come with a pit bull, now granted you were in a rather well-to-do area, but when someone came in with a pit bull, did it make you nervous at all?
Oh, no.
No, I mean it doesn't. It just doesn't. And also,
so the first thing I do when I see a pit bull is I walk up and I grab the head. You squeeze their cheeks because they're just so cute and they're so playful. And one of the first dogs that I ever trained was a pit bull when I first became a trainer. So they're great dogs. They're super dogs. They're wonderful dogs. It really comes down to understanding the critter that you have because every critter needs something different.
Sure.
We did the pet strut, the pet adoption strut,
Yes.
and there were several of these little guys that it did state very clearly they need a strong leader.
Sure.
So it comes down to understanding the animal and the critter in your life and taking the necessary actions to make this the best situation possible.
what was the pet strut like? I was not there for it. What was involved with that?
We brought up all kinds of dogs mainly, but we did have
Cats and lizards in the
cats
last
and lizards,
one.
some iguanas,
Oh, yeah.
bearded dragon.
An iguana, a water dragon, and bearded
There were a
dragon.
couple bearded ladies walking around. That was different altogether, though. But yeah, there was all kinds of pets up for adoption. We brought them out, and we're like, "Here's Susie. She is a happy little puppy, go lucky and housebroken." And we kind of introduced them to people, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
Trying to and
some
a
of
lot
them-
of a lot of them found their homes and got to go home with somebody, which was kind of nice.
Showcased any of the dogs that had extensive training.
Sure.
So they could show off their skills and really get involved there and walk around and really show their stuff. So
agree
and
with
there was a lot of great personalities, and each one, and I did say, each one of these little pets that were looking for homes, they were very polite. Mm-hmm. Not one dog jumped on us.
Nope.
And I had a pocket full of cookies, and not one dog jumped on us. They all took the cookie extremely gently. It was very, very polite dogs. So the foster homes have been doing a superb job raising them.
They have. Mm-hmm. All right, 800-923-9385, helping you with your pet. We have an Animal Tracks hanging out there.
Oh, boy.
And not like our last discussion wasn't a hint to it at all.
I know you want me. You know I want you.
All right, there you go. Animal Tracks, you need to guess the title of the song and the artist, and you will win a fantabulous
gonna play it again?
prize.
I can play it again. I want to get my aerobic step if you are.
All right, ready? Here we go. Oh, wait. There it is.
I know you want me. You know I want you.
Feel the burn.
I know you want me. You know I want you.
All right, sorry. So title and artist of the song, and you can win a fabulous Animal Talk prize coming right at you. It's just that easy. That's all you got to do. Pick up the phone, 800-923-9385. It's also the same number you utilize to get your pet questions answered. That's the beauty part of it there. And, of course, we like to answer emails that they come in when they come in through the website. And the way to do that is visit our website, animaltalkradio.com. Brad, do we have one over there we want to look at?
Sure, dear Animal Talk.
You've got mail.
If there's a snake on my porch, what should I do? And this is signed Minnie. Well, if you are, in fact, Minnie Mouse, I get worried, to be honest with you. But the second thing, but I guess what I would do is what's there a snake doing on your porch in November in Michigan?
Yeah.
This one might be a little stale. But anyway, first thing, if there's a snake on your porch, it depends on where you are, but I would say don't panic is the first thing. People tend to freak out.
Yeah, here's the thing, close the door.
Is it knocking?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on, like you said, on
Then
where
pay
you
up.
are. Yeah, it depends on where you are, and so the potential that this is a poisonous or a bad situation, especially here in Michigan, probably not. It's probably just a snake looking to warm up on the cement.
Yeah.
Looking for a nice warm place. If you've got a little mat or something up there, sometimes they look to go underneath there. So, and just pick up a broom, sweep them, sweep right off.
You can hook them up with a stick and toss them off the porch. But again, they're good for the environment. You want the snakes there. They're a good thing. If it doesn't have a rattle, it's fine.
Right.
You don't necessarily want that in your yard,
no.
but no, snakes are good for the environment. People get irrationally scared. My one staff member, we were talking about big dogs and that fear of them. We wrestle big dogs all the time. I mean, you have to wrestle Rottweilers all the time. It's part of the job. But she had a mouse in her house, and she was completely freaked out by it. It scared her to death. She even called Orkin to come get the mouse for her because she was so freaked out by that. People get scared of things you shouldn't have to be afraid of. Snakes are one of those things.
All right. 800-923-9385. Do you have an irrational fear, or do you just have a fear and you want to find out if it's irrational or not? Give us a call.
Don't be scared to call.
923-9385. Yeah, it's just easy. Just don't be afraid. It's more Animal Talk. And we have that Animal Tracks hanging out there. You just got to guess the title and artist of the song.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you.
There you go. Title and artist of that song, and we got an awesome Animal Talk prize for you. And it's just it's current, it's hip, it's happening. It's like Brad, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, but we've been out at what?
Is there just like one band who plays for all the people here, and it's the same song over and over, just different lyrics? Is that what I'm getting?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure I had it.
All right,
Okay.
but yeah,
You were out at the Expo Center.
We were at the Expo Center and talking to people and having a great weekend, and just a lot of fun, and got an opportunity to talk to just a bunch of people.
We are at the Michigan Family Pet Expo,
And we are sitting with Danny and talking about him and his dog, Guinan. Yes? The dog is named Guinan?
It's named Guinan, yes.
Yes, and all right. You guys are champions. You are, what exactly did you guys win?
We won the UFO World Cup Series Championship this year. It's a Disc Dog Championship.
Okay, the Disc Dog Championship. And where was that held?
It was held in Houston.
Okay. And how big was the field? Where did people come from?
They came from Holland, all across the United States. I think we counted 12 different states people were coming from. There was talk of some people from Japan, but no one made it this year.
Okay.
From Japan.
And you and Guinan, what exactly is involved? What is exactly involved in the show that you put on? Is it a show? Is it just speed? What exactly do you compete in?
It's considered a freestyle competition, and involved in that is 2 to 3 rounds of 2-minute routines where you're doing a routine choreographed to music, where the dog's doing flips, jumping off your back, catches, you're doing weird throws of disc, and there's also a distance portion of it. In 60 seconds, see how many catches you can make within 40 yards.
Okay. And so you guys beat out the whole thing, and you're now the champions. As champions, what do you get? What do you get to do besides to come out to the Expo and perform with the Rock and Roll Canines, which has got to be a ton of fun?
Oh, it's a ton of fun. What I get is I got to have fun with my dog, and I get bragging rights for a year.
Okay.
There really isn't a whole lot of money involved in the sport.
Sure.
It's more of just for the enjoyment of it.
Okay, and so next year, will you compete again?
Yes, I will.
Okay. And again, you're here with the Rock and Roll Canines and putting on the show with them. How'd you get hooked up with the Rock and Roll Canines?
Last year they were doing, earlier this year they were doing a show up in Chicago, sharing a field with a disc dog club that I'm a part of, and we got along really well. And so they were having this show up here, and they asked me to come up and join them and become part of their team for the show.
All right, it's a ton of fun. People are always mesmerized by the two of you take up the whole field out here that they have set up for the Rock and Roll Canines, and then it's just you have a ton of fun with Guinan, your dog. How did you meet Guinan? How did Guinan into your life?
I actually played ultimate frisbee long before I had a dog that would actually play frisbee, and so I wanted to get a dog who could play frisbee. So we found Guinan at 6 weeks old, and brought her home, and she was a natural.
Okay.
At 10 weeks old, she happened to see a frisbee I had, and she immediately started chasing it. And we've been practicing since then, and it's just gone really there.
How old is Guinan?
She's 5 years old.
Okay, and so you just practice with her. How often? So she was a natural. She picked it up, but how often do you practice with her to do these routines?
When she was younger, we did a little bit of stuff each day, normally working for dog food, stuff where you didn't have to jump a lot.
Right.
Once she had the hang of what she was doing, we only work about 15 minutes 2 or 3 times a week is all.
Okay. Just to keep the routines fresh.
Keep the routines fresh, work on some new tricks, always trying to find something new to try, and just to keep my arm doing what it needs to do and her catching what it needs to do.
All right. So do you and Guinan have a signature trick or signature move?
Probably the one that we do that is a little unique from everyone else I call it my triple reverse through.
Okay.
The dog backs through my legs and backs through my legs, and then we do this spin move, and then she comes through the front of my legs. She helped invent it, actually.
Okay.
Because I was trying to do it one way, and she changed it.
Okay. That's great. So,
all right. So Danny and Guinan, the Disc Dog champions, and they were there putting on a heck of a show, helping out the Rock and Roll Canines, and so that was a really fun part of the weekend. Wow. And someday you could be a champion too. You just need a dog, just a motivated dog, dogs that like to fetch, and as long as you get them involved, it would be great. We got Jordan in Garden City wants to take a shot at that Animal Tracks. Hey Jordan, welcome to Animal Talk. All right, I'm going to play the snippet of the song for you here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me.
All right, Jordan, what is the title and artist of that song?
The title is I Know You Want Me by Pitbull.
By Pitbull. Wow. There you go. Congratulations. Wow. Absolutely correct, Jordan.
Wow. How many cars has this been on for the first time right now?
A lot.
See, there you go. I have no idea what they're saying. I should probably turn it off. All right, Jordan, congratulations. We'll put you on hold and get your information. And thanks for playing. The Animal Tracks will get you a really cool prize there. 800-923-9385. If you got a problem with your pet, we're here to help. That's what we're here to do. More animal talk on the way. Like the guy sitting across from me.
I'm Dr. Brad Davis, here to answer any veterinary questions that you might have.
Oh, the brightest of the bunch.
I'm Donna Fournier, and I'm here to answer any training questions.
And, of course, my name's Jamie, just making sure everybody has a good time.
He is the Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine of radio.
Oh, come on, baby. Make me do that conga. 800-923-9385. Helping you with your pets, whatever the problem might be. Of course, just had a blast this weekend at the Michigan Family Pet Expo. And talking to a lot of people out there, helping them with their pets on site. And now we're back in the studio helping people on the phone with their pets. And we got Lisa on the phone with a question about her lab. Lisa, welcome to Animal Talk.
Hi, thank you.
Lisa, what's going on with your lab?
Well, I moved to Chicago from Michigan about a little over a year ago, and she has developed some on-leash aggression about 7 or 8 months after we moved here. It's fear-based. The fur on the back of her neck and at her tail stands up, and she just barks. She doesn't lunge or try to bite.
Okay.
She used to jump straight up in the air and get pretty crazy, and I've gotten rid of that. But I have a Cocker Spaniel that's with her, and they both get excited and feed off each other and get growly and scare the bejesus out of everybody on the street.
Okay, so this happens when you're walking?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to work with the dogs separately. I know that may not be the most convenient thing with winter approaching. Excuse me. But I'd like you to work with them separately first to get a handle on so that each of these guys believe that you have everything under control and they don't need to worry. This is also going to give you double the work to figure out how to be the leader here. Even though you may think you are, they're feeding off each other. They're not looking to you for that guidance, so they're not really believing you have it under control, which means they don't view you as the leader out in the world. They may believe that at home, but out in the world, we're still looking at it differently. The change in environment, the move, all of these things triggered this, and so now they're looking to see maybe you don't have it as much under control as they had thought. So they're trying to step in and do that a little bit. So work with the one that's giving you the least trouble first. The easiest dog. I want you to go for the easiest dog first. Every time you take them out and you go for a walk, one of the things that you have to be aware is what your body language is telling your dog. If you see another dog or a person or something that you know would normally set the dog off, typically our response is to tense, because we know it's coming. We know there's going to be this outpouring of barking or jumping or growling or carrying on. You have to remain calm, fight the urge to tense, and make a quick correction, which can be just a quick pop of the leash. It could be a snap of the fingers. It could be a quick little anything that directs their mind off of whatever it was they were thinking about engaging and puts it back onto you. And then keep moving. Don't stop. Don't wait for them to calm down. Do that quick little correction and keep moving. By keep going, you're telling them you have it under control and they don't have to worry about it. We're just going to move on through. You keep the mind focused forward. Once you have the easy dog done, you then work on the one that's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. The reason I want you to work with the easy dog first is as you let go of the stress that you deal with because of this, by the time you get to working with the dog that's having the greater issue, you're going to be more comfortable and more confident and know exactly how to handle this. So you will be able to remain calm in the face of this situation. So take the easy dog out, get their attention back on you. You can look for something that it's called a check choke. It actually has many different names. But the check choke, it's 90% nylon and 10% chain on the collar so that it makes a noise. And that's really what we need is a noise correction to just quickly focus that attention off of where they are back onto you, the leash handler.
All right, Lisa, give that a shot and check back in with us and let us know how that works, okay?
Okay, will do.
All right, thanks for the call. 800-923-9385, helping you with your pets. And then we have Carol in St. Clair Shores who has a question with her cat. Carol, welcome to Animal Talk.
Thank you.
Carol, what's going on with the kitty cat?
Well, I just wondered, is it necessary to have yearly inoculations for rabies, etc., if I have an indoor cat? I know exams would be important, but I didn't know if I should be giving her the vaccination.
All right, Brad, the yearly annual cat maintenance and upkeep, what's necessary, and what are you guys just selling a snake oil on?
Well, you're asking a fabulous question, and because there's no answer to it.
Excellent.
And that's the problem, is that it's all in theory, and it just depends on how safe we want to be. It's not wrong to say I have an indoor cat, the cat never goes outside, I don't want to get these shots. But the other side of that is if the cat does end up getting outside for some reason, someone leaves a door open, the cat sneaks out, whatever, you can get in trouble. So again, it's one of those situations, if you're never put in a position of peril, then we're not going to ever need the shots for that reason. Right. Now, the ones that I would say the rabies is one to look at getting because, again, it's something that if let's say your cat scratches someone or bites someone who comes to the house, you're going to want to have that for legalities purposes. That's given every 3 years, so that's not a big deal. The other shots, the distemper and feline leukemia, certainly those are one is a respiratory problem for all intents and purposes, and keeping them current on that because if there's open windows, that's a possibility to be shared. And feline leukemia could be shared through a window too. That being said, it's very unlikely you're going to get them if we don't contact other cats. So I guess what I'm saying is you're seeing also changes in the vaccines themselves. Vaccines are getting stronger, so vaccines are going every 3 years anymore a lot of the time, depending upon what the veterinarian sees as correct. So if your vet recommends annual vaccines, they're not wrong. If your vet recommends getting them every 3 years or recommends, as an indoor cat, you don't need to get them, that's not wrong. I would say your cat's at more risk for feline heartworm than for getting a distemper or getting a feline leukemia if we're indoors all the time. So again, it's something you hit on something that's very, very true. Vaccines are going through a period of flux right now. You're going to see that changing over the next 5 to 10 years pretty dramatically. And if you said, you know what, I don't want to get vaccines for this cat, I'm just going to keep up on the rabies, keep getting my cat checked out, keep him healthy, and maybe spend that money I would have spent on vaccines, getting them protected from heartworm, because that's a bigger issue. That's not the wrong thing to do at all. It's just something, talk to your vet about it, see what they think, and you're certainly not going to make the wrong decision with this. And good for you, by the way, keeping a cat inside. That's a much better way to go, and that's one of the reasons you have the opportunity to make these decisions. Does that make sense?
Well, thanks. It makes lots of sense. I have just one more question.
Sure.
With the Oravet, how long do I have to wait to feed her after I've applied it?
Oh, gosh, it's not that long. I mean, if Oravet's a medication put on the teeth and the gums to help keep the teeth healthier. And, I don't know if I would say after meals would be a good way to go. That's when I use it. No, but it's something that if you give it, I would give it like a half an hour at least. It should be fine.
All right, Carol, thanks so much for the call. Appreciate it. Check back in with us. If your vet gives you a different sell on that, definitely check back with us. Yeah. We were out at that expo today. So many rescues and so many people trying to find pets their forever home, doing great work. And there's a talk to a bunch of people and to one rescue in particular that had some pretty interesting stuff going on.
More from the Michigan Family Pet Expo. I am here with Michelle, and Michelle is part of A Better Place, and I always want to get to a better place. But Michelle's Better Place is an all-breed dog rescue and pet education. You can find out more about them online, abetterplacerescue.org. And Michelle, thanks for joining us here on Animal Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so A Better Place, it's all-breed dog. Tell me a little bit about A Better Place and how did it start and who started it?
A Better Place was founded by Mary Wilson, and she's been working in animal rescue and animal rights for about 20 years. And we're in New Boston, Michigan. We're a nonprofit, and we specialize in education, spaying and neutering, and rescuing of all breeds of dogs.
So where do you rescue dogs from? Because there's so many out there and so many places to be rescued.
Mostly Michigan. We network with a lot of groups in Michigan so that we try to make it so that very few dogs will die in the gas chamber. We network specifically in the New Boston Sumter area, so that different groups will take the dogs, so that they, from humane societies, various places that are kill shelters. We choose not to do that. So.
All right, so you kind of help facilitate getting the dogs out of the kill shelters and into foster homes until they can find a place as a forever home?
That's correct.
Okay, so how is this funded? How is a better place? Do you have some philanthropist that just throws money at you on a weekly basis and you take care of all the dogs and life is happy and there's no worries, right?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Most of it's funded out of volunteers' pockets, which our pockets aren't very deep.
Right.
We get few donations here and there. Right now we have this charity auctioning going on, and
that's what really caught my eye, and
Yep.
we're here at the Michigan Family Pet Expo, and going by your booth, there's a big picture of Bob, Kid Rock,
Yes.
and I knew him when he was Bob.
Okay.
Getting kicked out of lipsticks. He'd come up to the bar and he'd get kicked out within a matter of minutes.
Uh-oh.
He's a bit of a troublemaker as well. But so you had a big picture of Kid Rock, and plus what really caught my eye was a bunch of stuff from Richard Pryor, and I did not know that Richard Pryor and his family, now his estate, are really into animal advocacy, and was it his wife?
Well, his wife, as well as him, together they founded a group called Pryor's Planet.
Yes.
They are also an all-breed dog rescue
Right.
located in Encino, California.
Mm-hmm.
And they worked together to found the rescue, and she has continued his legacy with the rescue after he's passed away.
Okay. So she donated a bunch of items to you and to A Better Place, and you guys are auctioning off these items, these Richard Pryor related items, to raise money to help feed and foster these dogs, right?
That's correct, yes.
So where is this? I mean, I know you have some of the items on display here. How can people, access these items and find this auction?
The auction is online. We have it at an online auction through eBay. Most of the information, though, is on our website, betterplacerescue.org.
Okay.
If anybody wants to participate, they can go directly to our website, and it links to everything they need to know.
All right. So what are some of the things you have from Richard Pryor and his estate?
Well, the main thing we have is...
Oh, you brought it over.
Yes, I have it.
Oh, this is fabulous.
It's the Spirit of Detroit Award that was given to Richard Pryor by the City Council of the City of Detroit.
Okay.
And that is the original item.
Yeah, it's hold it closer to the microphone. I'm picking on you, Michelle. She brought these things over. It's a radio interview. I'm teasing.
Okay.
But this is brilliant. It is the Spirit of Detroit award signed by, and it's like all the council members and people in the Metro Detroit area, old school people. Carl Levin and Jack Kelly, and Henderson and McCaffrey. All the old good ones.
Okay.
All the old school Detroit stuff there. But that's very, very cool. And it comes with a letter of authenticity from Jennifer Lee Pryor. Is that his wife?
Yes, that's his widow.
Okay. So that's Richard Pryor's widow, and she sent this along. So it is authenticated that this is the actual award that Richard received back in the day from the city of Detroit. Just amazing. That's a very interesting piece of Detroit memorabilia, Richard Pryor memorabilia. And so if you're an animal fan and you like Richard Pryor, this is a great thing to go bid on. What are some of the other interesting items that you have available in your auction, right? Because you have that picture of Kid Rock up there. You also have with you a pair of drumsticks.
That's correct. We have a pair of drumsticks that were donated by Kid Rock's drummer.
Mm-hmm.
We also have that Kid Rock
Were you able to get the
poster.
smell off of them?
I don't think they were actually used.
Okay.
I think they're his signature sticks.
I'm just mean for no reason. I'm sorry.
That's all right. But
all right. So his drummers donated some sticks. That's neat.
That's correct. We also have a unique painting of Oprah. It's a pinup type painting.
Okay.
It's a 30 by 40. It's quite large. We also have tons of other autographed items.
Mm-hmm.
We have something by Tom McPhee, an American opera.
Okay.
It's a movie by a director-producer here from Ann Arbor.
All right.
And he also gave us a movie poster and signed that. And we just have tons of items, T-shirts, CDs, DVDs. Too many to list. I
All
would
right,
say.
so some really neat stuff, and everybody can find it at betterplacerescue.org, and that'll springboard you into the auction, and you can find all these items. You have pictures of all the auction items up there, and people
yes,
can
we
get
do.
a good view
There's
of it?
pictures, descriptions, who donated it. If there's
Okay.
a letter of authenticity, most of the items come with that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is, and again, just some really unique stuff. The Richard Pryor thing, and there's like there's some very collectible Richard Pryor, A Better Place T-shirts.
They're actually Pryor's Planet T-shirts.
Pryor's Planet. Okay,
Yes.
sorry. So yeah, those are very, very cool too. So those
they are.
came straight from the estate as well.
That's correct.
All right, that's wonderful. So A Better Place, betterplacerescue.org is where to find them. What if someone wants to get involved and would like to foster a dog or get involved? Do you do that? Do you help arrange that? And
Yes, we do, and we always need volunteers.
Okay.
Especially foster homes.
is there a way to contact you? Is it just through email? Or is there a form to fill out on the website?
There's online applications you can fill out
Okay.
and submit online.
Mhm.
So if you go to betterplacerescue.org, all the information is there. There's a page for sponsoring dogs. There's a page for volunteering with the dogs. You can specify what you want to do as a volunteer.
Okay.
So there's a lot you can do.
Neat. All right, Michelle, thank you so much. And everybody go to A Better Place rescue.org and find out more about that, and there's ways to donate or get involved in the auction, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we had a bunch of fun out there, a lot of great organizations, and that was an interesting way of raising money. The Richard Pryor Kid Rock stuff, and she was kind enough to hold them up to the microphone. So go to their website, and you'll be able to see those items. That Spirit of Detroit Award. She brought that over to the booth. I was really surprised because over at their booth, they're like, "Do not touch, stand 50 feet away," and then she comes over with it just under her arm. I'm like, oh,
That's not
okay.
entirely true.
So she was careful with it. She had actually a protective sleeve that she was bringing it over in. But I was just surprised that she brought it over because they had all these do not touch things over by their booth. And she's like, oh, here, check it out. I'm like, cool, right on. So, all right. So check that out. And lots more coming up today. We got the animal news, bad animal joke of the week, and your phone call. What if I don't want to? No, we're coming back. Does your lion have no pride? Well, give Animal Talk a call. 800-259-9231. Wow, that was like, I don't know, the phone number from 10 years ago I'm just giving out. 800-923-9385. No, because we were at the expo all weekend and we were playing clips from old shows and old callers.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And so that phone number came up in my head several times because I heard it because we were talking about stuff. And so boom, all of a sudden I'm like giving out an
There was a couple
old...
times that I stopped and I was like, oh.
Yeah,
That's an old one.
800-923-9385. That is the current and correct phone number to call to get some help with your pets, whatever the problem might be. Pet professionals standing by. They're ready. Oh, yes, willing to help you out. All you got to do is pick up the phone and give us a call. And we have the website, animaltalkradio.com. All the social media sites are linked into it, the Twitter, the MySpace, Facebook. And I had a poll out there on the social media sites and asking people what was their favorite breed, because we were looking at a lot of breeds of dogs this weekend. And Paula's in here with us, going to help out with the news. Paula, what were people saying about the Twitter poll today?
They like German Shepherds, Beagles,
Golden Doodle.
Yes, Golden Doodle.
Golden Doodle,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I hate when I have that.
Yeah. And, mentioned earlier, Miss Independent off of MySpace chimed in with American Pit Bull Terrier was her favorite. She just got a 9-month-old one, had her since 6 weeks, and she loves her American Pit Bull Terrier. And so if you want to get involved in that, go to our website, animaltalkradio.com. A great way to get a hold of us, become part of the digital posse, as it were. And there you go. All right, so there you go. It's time right now for some animal news.
Oh, welcome to Animal Tainment Tonight. I'm Brad.
And I'm Paula. We're here with all the animal news.
That's right, Paula. Everything that's exciting in the animal world.
Is there a reason not to wear catnip aqua valva?
If you're afraid of chickens, does that make you a chicken? And if so, would you then be afraid of yourself?
What's the cure for 1,000 old ladies who each swallowed flies?
And does a newly discovered type of snail think his new name's a beauty?
But first, Brad, does being pinned down in your bathroom by a cat make you less of a man? Yes, it does.
Oh, snap, Paula. A 10-year-old Russian blue cat named Carmen terrorized her owners in their own home in New York City for half an hour on Saturday, before police arrived and were able to calm the animal down. The 16-pound cat began making strange noises and suddenly launched herself at Victor Davila, a 27-year-old son of owner Rosa Davila. Rosa and Victor hid in the apartment's bathroom while Rosa called 911 and asked them to rescue her family from the upset kitty. Hordes of police officers arrived at the apartment expecting to find a wildcat and were surprised to find the portly Russian Blue instead. Carmen was coaxed into a cat carrier and was taken to Manhattan's Animal Care and Control Center, where she may be available for adoption after she is evaluated. Which, of course, begs the question, who wouldn't want to adopt this cat?
Police transcripts indicate the first officer at the scene said, I taught a putty tat. To which his partner replied, you did. You did taw a putty tat.
Coming up, will our snail story be good? Escar going to be great.
Is a chicken's favorite composer Bach?
But first, Paula, is the fear of flying with spiders arachnoaerophobia?
Well, I don't know, Brad, but this guy makes me suffer through creepy dudophobia. A Briton has been arrested in Rio de Janeiro airport after security x-rays discovered he was trying to smuggle 1,000 live spiders out in his luggage. The unnamed man was apprehended late Wednesday for violating laws banning the export of Brazilian animals without authorization. He faces imprisonment for up to a year and a fine up to $2.3 million for trying to fly out with the arachnids in his 2 suitcases. He also faces extra time in prison for a crime committed using the web.
When he was led into jail, the other prisoners were heard warning each other, look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Coming up on Animaltainment tonight, is there something tigers fear as much as the Minnesota Twins?
But first, Paula, it's tough enough to be born a snail, but do they have to name you Crikey?
Oh. As they say down under, that's a bloody bonzer, Brad. An Australian scientist has paid an unusual tribute to late conservation star Steve Irwin by naming a rare species of snail.
Crikey, Steve Irwinii.
Queensland Museum scientist John Stanzik said khaki colors on the stripy tree snail, reminding him of the trademark shirts and shorts worn by Irwin, who died in a freaky stingray accident in 2006. This is an extremely rare species of snail, Stanzik said. It was the khaki color that immediately drew the connection to the late crocodile hunter, he said. Meanwhile, herpetologists are searching for a new species of color-changing chameleon that they can name after Michael Jackson.
This is the second time this has happened for Steve Irwin, as 3 years ago there was a stingray with his name on it.
Oh. I would say. Hey, Brad, is it true a tiger's favorite movie is Stripes?
I don't know, Paula, but I'm pretty sure there's a group of tigers in China who don't like chicken run. Zookeepers in China say their tigers have grown so tame they're frightened of chickens they're supposed to eat. The Chongqing Wild Animal Park has 5 rare adult white tigers, which were originally trained to perform tricks for visitors. Keepers have been trying to encourage them to follow their natural instincts by throwing them live chickens, but without success. One of the keepers said they're supposed to be wild and scary, but due to their soft lifestyles and human care, they've gradually lost their wild nature. I have been trying to interest them in live chickens, but it's quite clearly a funny scene. The tigers were so scared they wouldn't go near them. One chicken passed out, and the tigers did eventually approach it, but then it woke up and squawked, and they ran for their lives. If they won't eat the chickens, zookeepers fear they might have to feed them their natural diet of white tigers, which is German magicians.
Oh. The Chinese government is pulling out all the stops. They have even called upon the great military leader, General So, to come up with a way to make chicken more tasty.
You got to be careful this time of year because tigers often choke in the fall.
Well, maybe they'll be better informed and a little hungrier if they listen to next week's installment of Animaltainment Tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I called that. Oh,
you
didn't
did.
I?
Yes.
I did.
Too soon?
Yes, and I said
Too
no.
I believe we were making jokes 3 days later.
Yeah.
Wow. We were.
You were.
And even more, yeah. Okay. All right.
Let's be fair.
800-923-9385, helping you with your pets. That's what we're here to do. Of course, the website animaltalkradio.com is a great way to get a hold of us electronically. Send your emails in, become part of the digital posse, and join us on all the social medias are up there as well. Facebook, MySpace. You can tweet us if you have a question, and those are always fun. I like getting tweeted.
Okay.
Stop it. All right. Of course, if you do have one of those emails and you send it in to us, we get to those throughout the week, and then we answer a few here on the weekend as well when they come in. Brad, do you have an email there we wanted to look at?
Dear Animal Talk.
What's this? A letter for me.
I'm going to let you guys name my new guinea pig.
Oh.
And this is signed Irv.
Oh, Irv.
Well, you know what the sad thing is? My idea was Irv.
I was all right. Irv.
I don't know. I like P-Dub.
Wow.
And this is a what again?
This is a guinea pig.
A guinea pig.
It's a little.
Okay.
Are you familiar with guinea pigs?
They have the cowlicks everywhere, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, some do.
Guinea pigs are kind of like hamsters that are overinflated and shriek.
Okay.
Yes. But they do coo when they have this little, almost like a purr sound, when they're really comfortable, and they sing. They do sing to their mates, and so if you have more than one, you might hear singing.
And
it's really cute.
And if you're dieting and you open your fridge, everyone in the house will know you've opened the fridge because they shriek when the fridge opens.
Yes,
they learn
because they
food's
know
coming,
right?
So they shriek.
Right.
So and they're loud. But
yes,
but what
not
do you
like
think?
a bird, but loud.
Not as loud as a bird.
Well, let's go with Shrek then.
Hey,
Shrek
there you
the
go.
guinea pig. Shrek.
Yes.
You go with that.
Yeah.
What are you going to call your guinea pig, Donna?
I'll go with Shrek. That
Okay.
works.
All right.
I lost. I go with Shrek.
Okay. All right. So Shrek carries the day. Congratulations. I wish we had a gavel.
Okay. All right. I feel like we've accomplished something.
Yeah.
Today we named Shrek.
Mercy sakes.
Are you writing in your journal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. All right.
Finally, I've done something in life.
800-923-9385. We are going to help you with your pet. Of course, the website is there, animaltalkradio.com. Brad's cartoons are up there. You should check that out. Plus, our charity of the month. You check that out. You can vote for, we have a whole pile of money that we collected out at this expo this weekend. So a big donation to go to a particular charity, and you get to vote for what charity it goes to at our charity of the month on our main page at the website, animaltalkradio.com. More Animal Talk right around the corner. Went to see that the popular movie there. All the kids are screaming. The Twilight thing, the new moon, right? We talked a little bit about it. The caution is, wolves, and it's all about the werewolf boys this time around. And actually, it is a good example because they show a girl who's just like all scratched up because her boyfriend, the werewolf, lost his temper and like whacked her. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it's,
it's a movie about a werewolf. Okay, so.
And we beg people not to own werewolves.
Yes.
Right.
No, but people like, the wolves, they're so sexy. I want to get one as a pet, or I want to get a wolf hybrid as a pet. And we really advocate against that because anything that has any portion of wolf in it is probably a really bad idea.
There's laws against it.
Yeah.
First of all,
that doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't.
People from doing dumb things
and
like owning monkeys and chimpanzees
right.
and other crazy stuff.
But the thing that you need to understand about any non-domesticated animal, and when you're talking about a hybrid, whether it's mixing a domesticated dog with a wolf or mixing a domesticated dog with a coyote or any other non-domesticated form of canine, you have to be aware that there are some concerns. And if you don't understand those concerns, if you haven't done the research and you don't understand what you're required to do, the one thing being the rabies vaccine.
Sure.
I know years ago we had one at the clinic many years ago, but the rabies vaccine was considered, even though we gave it every year, it was not considered a true valid vaccine because it was not a truly domesticated animal. Now I don't know if that still stands
as far as I know.
Yeah, so that's something that you need to consider.
Yeah.
If you're living in an area that does have laws against it, if you're living in an area that requires specialized housing to own this critter, and what the vaccine status is, because as of last I understood, and Brad just said it hasn't changed, in Michigan it's not a valid vaccine, it's not considered valid.
Right.
Because it is made specifically for our domesticated pets.
Sure.
Wolves are cousins.
Sure,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah.
the same. They are different. And so we don't know if the vaccine has the same relevance to them.
Right.
It's something that it's good to do. It's a responsible thing to do, but you have to understand that the laws governing this,
Avoid
if this
it.
animal were to bite or scratch anybody,
Right.
and it gets reported and it's found out that this is a hybrid mix of some form of wild.
Animals going down and you could be fined.
Yeah.
If not jail.
But not even that. I mean, you're talking about watch
And then-
daytime TV for a few minutes, and you're going to be told to call a lawyer about something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You're going to be forget
every
it. You
five
lose the house
seconds.
because your insurance won't cover you.
But the movie,
Right.
New Moon is fabulous.
Is
It's just fun. It's production-wise a lot better than the first one. The story,
I didn't see
the story is, it's written for 13-year-old girls, and the
That's
story
probably
is.
why I have no interest in
The
it.
story is what it is, but
'Cause I'm well over
My
that
wife
age.
opened
the production's better this time around.
My wife opened it. She was there right away. She does.
See,
She
there you
loves
go.
it.
Really? Now, see, I like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm all about Harry Potter,
Yeah.
but this one, I just kind of passed me right on by.
I think, though, this is leading to something.
But you get popular things, and TV shows are very popular. And you get imagine animal-centric TV show, right? You can have whole bunches of series just about microchipping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Some popular TV series about microchipping. It's Project Runaway, right? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Project Runaway. Lost. Not. About microchipping. See,
All right,
you got to
right.
wait. There's a pause there.
Right.
All right. So, How I Tracked Your Mother.
Very good.
See, these are TV series about microchipping, and yes, Just Chip Me. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Just Chip Me. 8 simple rules for dating my dog. Data-ing my dog. Not dating, but data-ing.
Are we mixing Star Trek
my
with
dog?
microchipping?
Data. Well, oh, yeah. Okay. Grazed Anatomy.
Okay.
Mayberry RFID. Okay.
RFID is the type of chip.
Yeah. So, Cat 54, where are you? Okay.
I like that one.
TV series about microchipping. Okay. Microville. Like Smallville, but micro.
Okay.
Oh, cute. That's I see it now.
And then Tex in the Kitty.
Tex
in the Kitty.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. All right. So, TV series.
I'm sitting here
it's,
trying to think of which TV
Yeah,
series
there you go.
it's matching, and some of them I'm not familiar with. So
I probably should have read the list the other way because they were funnier at the top. So,
But again, if you do have a werewolf for like a boyfriend, get him microchipped.
Sure.
absolutely, absolutely, and get the GPS collar. Because see, a microchip is not a GPS.
No.
So that's the first thing you need to know. So if you do want GPS capabilities to keep track of that werewolf boyfriend, GPS collar.
I don't know if that works well with werewolves because they have the hands to remove it.
Oh, good point.
It's going to be a problem with
Okay.
us. But yes, other than that, good idea. But yeah, I don't know about werewolves.
All right, there you go. Oh, mercy.
But the great thing is when the show stops like this, we can get out and stretch.
Dance break.
Welcome back to Jamie Flanagan's dance party.
All right, Animal
Cornelius
Talk. We're
Agree.
having tons of fun today, for sure.
We're all a little slap happy.
We're so glad you're along for the ride. 800-923-9385. Want some help with your pet? Got a question about microchipping? Give us a call. 800-923-9385. No matter what the problem is, pet professionals are here, ready to help you out. Jamie, Donna, Dr. Brad, Animal Talk. It is America's Pet Show. Oh, has your flock of seagulls run so very far away? Well, give Animal Talk a call. 800-923-9385, helping you with your pet. That's what we're here to do. 800-923-9385. No matter what the problem is, pet professionals are standing by. The website, animaltalkradio.com. It is your one-stop shop for everything animal. Just we get some help there. Just find us throughout the week. All the social medias are linked in there. The U.S. Web Talk Radio, all that great stuff. And of course, Brad's cartoons, which are hilarious. And the Charity of the Month. You can go out there, vote for the Charity of the Month. We raised a bunch of money out at the Expo earlier this weekend and going to deliver that to one of the charities. And you get to decide who by going to the website, animaltalkradio.com, and voting for the Charity of the Month. And, of course, we always like to have a little fun along the way. It's time for the Bad Animal Joke of the Week. Who's bad? All right, the Bad Animal Joke of the Week Here we go. Hey, Brad.
Yes, Mr. Jamie.
All right, what do you get if you cross a Cocker Spaniel, a Poodle, and a Rooster?
I don't know. What do you get when you cross a Cocker Spaniel, a Poodle, and a Rooster?
A Cocker Poodle Doo.
Do you have crickets? Sound effects? Crickets?
They killed themselves. The crickets. There's all these little cricket nooses there with them hanging.
They were in the computer. They saw it coming. They left. Oh, mercy sakes. All right, there you go. That is a Cocker Poodle Doo. Bad animal joke of the week. If you'd like to subject us to a bad animal joke, your bad animal joke, you can